So you'll find that in e-commerce activities, okay, there are a lot of things happening, right, just in the e-commerce. So there are trading, various forms of trading, both buying. There are people who are buying, there are people who are selling, and there are people who do barter trading, right? Exchange goods for another goods, right? So barter trading. And there are also people who do stock and shares trading, right? So not necessarily it has to be selling of physical goods. You will realize that actually a lot of services can actually be purchased online, right? Such as helping me to buy air tickets, etc. Right? And people are using e-commerce for a lot of the internet for a lot of other e-commerce activities such as blogging, right? You saw a lot of YouTubers, right? They are basically videoing, okay, doing vlog about themselves, okay, to also make a decent living. And some of the influencers or YouTubers or bloggers, they are in fact making tons of money, okay, just by having weekly kind of vlogs on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on the Twitter, on the TikTok, okay. So you are seeing that there are a lot of people basically trying to leverage on the internet, leverage on this new e-commerce to even to gain wealth, right? So you can see that there are actually where a lot of people are concerned about digitizations, where jobs are being taken away from them. Okay, there are lesser and lesser job for them available. Okay, because of this IT, everything computerized. They are all concerns, but nevertheless, there are also new jobs that is actually being created as we advance ahead, right? The thing is whether you can embrace technologies to make sure that you can continue to be relevant to this society and to make use of this know-how, and most important, to make money. Okay, so a lot of us later on will end up pursuing a career, a job. Okay, but what you might open up when you look at this module, you'll find that there is also a window of opportunity for you to basically make money from the internet, okay, by even not doing it full time, but you can also do it as a passive income, okay, where you don't have to work and then money still drop down from the sky. Okay, so there are a lot of people basically make money from the internet through various means, through various ways, right? So people write books about their success story and then sell it as an ebook. This is where you can earn a passive income, which means that you don't have to do some business online. Okay, and what are the business that you can consider? It could be in the entertainment industries, right? Like selling game, selling even those ringtone, right? If you are very good in making music, a simple thing like this, you can basically sell your skills online and very easily, right? Or if you are very good in designing, there are also websites that basically offer logo design, branding design, okay, that kind of services. So there are a lot of other things that you can actually do. And how, if you have got all this, how can you use technologies to help you to market your services and reach out, okay, the global reach to the rest of the countries or the world? Okay, it's going to be borderless. So you can even have your, like if you write a digital book, right, where I say it's a passive income. Why do I say it's a passive income? Because you don't have to actively work for it. You write a book once and you can sell it all the times and over a year, many years. Okay, and even when you are sleeping, right? When you're sleeping, people will still buy if you have an online website that you make available for people to buy, especially if you have such product. You can basically plant it not even in your online store. You can also put it in an e-marketplace. Okay, and that is where all the traffic is, and that is where the business opportunity will comes, right? So even when you are sleeping, people are still downloading and purchasing your online books, your online gamings, etc. And money will still streaming. right? So these are, like I say, opportunity that you can consider even while you are studying at this moment, right? So many activities that later on we will talk about later on in other modules. What are the things, even offering services, portal services, etc. But with all these key activities having, you can't run away incorporating some of the technologies, some of the tools that's actually available, such as even simple storefront mechanism, shopping cart, payment gateway, portal, search engine. Okay, to develop all this, it takes time. But nowadays, like I say, it's all plug and play, right? You don't go ahead and develop things. There are so many tons of web online tools that's actually available for you to incorporate, for you to, even if you are a programmer, you can just call their API or their web services, right? There are so many cloud services that's actually available, right? So you can basically leverage on something that has already been developed and tested and proven, right? And you can make use of this, right? So if you open a storefront nowadays, people are expecting more and more because the online consumers, the online customers, they are well exposed to the kind of internet technologies that's actually available, okay, on the storefront, right? So for example, if you implement a storefront, just simply got a few products and only some shopping carts available. It's going to be very boring. You got to be incorporating virtual reality, augmented reality, a very good search engine, and not just a simple search engine, but a lot of filtering and also price comparison. People are very sensitive to price online. Okay, like I say earlier, okay, your online competitors are just one click away, right? At any time they can just switch off to the other companies if your pricing is not right. Okay, and there are a lot of price mechanism comparison website portal that offer even cheaper or even better services. Other than that, you also have to incorporate e-commerce mechanisms such as what? Security payments. People are concerned about data privacy, right? If you're going to incorporate a customer relationship module in there, you jolly well make sure that you protect the customer data, right? Such as their birthday, what's their interest, what's their hobby, what's their consumer trend like. Okay? So all these are very important. So you find that e-commerce, setting up an e-commerce website is not so straightforward anymore. You got to encompass, okay, ensure that you encompass all these mechanisms, right? Like even social media, we talk about this social community, we talk about e-commerce, right? So you have to make sure and leverage on the Web 2.0 tools, right? Where it also offers social mechanisms such as a forum, communities, interest group, right? So it's no longer just a simple storefront selling things straight away, right? So you got to even offer what order processing, fulfillment, logistics. So you see, there's so many things that you need to put in, right? So this is only made possible if, especially when now a lot of these technologies are pretty much matured, and when I say matured, is the technologies at least works very well, okay? And you can basically just leverage on them and the various type of payment, right? You want to talk about the various Visa. Last time used to be what? Only PayPal, Visa payment, credit card payment, okay? Diners card, also all those payments. But now you find that online you have lots of payment, different type of payment, the different type of e-payment. You talk about electronic payment, electronic wallet alone. There are so many of them, right? So how you going to capture all this payment? So your payment process is no longer just one kind of accept one kind of payment. So in fact, if you were to set up an online commerce, right, you also have to offer the different type of payment for the different customers, for the different regions. We'll expand on that. Right, so moving on, okay, you find that e-marketplace. You know, last time when I teach students about online commerce or e-commerce, I always start them with what? Okay, you guys go and find a domain name, go and buy a domain name, which is the URL. So like, for example, if you are selling something like www.liao.com, you're going to buy a domain name and you set up your own storefront, a nice little storefront page, and then you come up with all the registration page, right? And come up with the about us and all kinds of things. It's outdated right now. Okay, the way now you want to sell, you have got a very good product. How would you sell? Okay, I'm not asking you guys to go and buy domain name. No longer. Why do you need that? If you have got a very good product, for example, I have students, okay, who actually are going. I also teach entrepreneurships, right? So students who want to go, want to set up their own businesses, they don't have a product. Doesn't matter. Look around. Okay, so I so happened that there's one student who grandma got a secret recipe of selling hot chili, okay, hot chili paste, and she basically used the grandma, okay, secret recipe, or get the grandma to produce, okay, mass produce a lot of this the hot chili paste to sell online. Okay, that is one way, right? So you can also look at, and like I say, okay, I did advise her, no, don't need to set up your own domain name. Don't waste money. Buy even domain names are all very cheap, like $20, $50, right, per year. But why set up your own storefront? Okay, because the moment you set up your own storefront, okay, like the lady who actually try to sell, she actually has a website, like something like Hot Mama Chili, Hot Mama Chili, quite a buzzword, right, to sell chili paste. Okay, and you can buy a domain called Hot Mama, and then then what do? You start to advertise, you start to go and broadcast and all these things, all this work. And what will happen? People will you have to try to convince people to go to your website, and then your website, when people go to your website, you find that, hey, your website not very attractive lah. So you got to get some multimedia designer to help you design your storefront front page until very nice. Okay, but that is all outdated, right? That should not be the way. Yeah, then you have to get people to talk words of mouth. You have to go through the social media, broadcast your URL to your email, your friends, your broadcast to your colleagues, your friends, everywhere. It's still very slow. Okay, now the very most important thing, that if you have something that you want to sell online, where would you sell? Okay, the answer is actually right in front of you. E-marketplace. E-marketplace. Yes, exactly. Right? So you should not be setting up your own storefront anymore. Nobody's do that. Or what? Go to Wix.com and start doing things, or WordPress to start it. You should be going to this e-marketplace. And what is this e-marketplace? Some of you has already mentioned, right? Carousel, Shopee, Shopify, Lazada, Taobao, Tmall, right? What else? Easy Buy, right? And eBay, wow, Amazon, wow, so many. I can't even name all, right? Lazada also, right? This is the place. This is where we call the e-marketplace, where you have, like, for example, the example I show you, a Hot Mama chili paste that you want to sell, right? So you should go and flood all these e-marketplace, not just one, right? You have got all these online products. Don't just sell it on Shopee. Don't just sell it on Tmall. Don't just sell it on AliExpress. You really got like verge of shopping already, and easier for them to be convinced to buy things. Right? When people go to Q10, some just want to go there window shopping. Many a time it happened to myself. Okay, then I'm not in the mood of just buying, just browsing. Then suddenly I saw something I want and I just buy it. Right? So you can see that these are people who actually own self and then go there, nothing to do on the train, nothing to do, and maybe a few very stressed and want to just to buy something, okay, to make yourself happy. A lot of people will just simply buy anything online, okay. And now most of the people basically purchase things using mobile commerce, using m-commerce, right? So you'll find that the m-commerce are actually also very important, which means that when you come up with your own storefront or your own product, you should make it available on the mobile devices, right? Which means if you're going to come up with a storefront, then you make sure that it doesn't just fit into your desktop computer, but also on the handphone itself. Your form factor must be the right size. Just now was a bit cold up here on the above the sky. So now I got to strip off a bit. Sorry. Still, the attendance not that good. 164. Maybe it's early in the morning. People are sleeping. Right. So, right. So, one very important thing. Okay, the differences. Okay, the important things about e-marketplace. That is the major components. That is the e-marketplace is where a lot of sellers and also, of course, you are putting yourself in a very competitive market where there's a lot of sellers, right? So you need to compete them with sometimes just the price alone, where a lot of products are the same, right? So very difficult to differentiate yourself. But then no choice. That's where a lot of buyers. And the good things about these e-marketplaces like Carousel, Shopee, Shopify, Lazada, okay, they also do a lot of marketing for you without you having to think of what to promote. If you look at some of the website, as I mentioned, your website cannot be static, cannot be always the same. 1 month ago, I go to your website, the look and feel still the same, okay, everything the same, is very boring. There isn't any communication, there isn't any chatting, there's no customer. That is Web 1.0. Remember? 1.0. So Web 2.0 actually incorporate, okay, version 2.0, when the internet become more advanced, you incorporate the social media. That's where the community come in, the interactivity come in. So you need to incorporate that. The e-marketplace has got such things already work out for you. All you need to do is focus on your product, selling your product, promoting your products. And there are people, specialists, who actually make the mobile website, the e-marketplace, very dynamic, very, very nice, right? You can see in the last lecture chapters, all these e-marketplaces, they all come up with like Shopee 1.1, 11.11, 12.12, Black Friday marketplace, cyber market, right? 9.9. They got every month they got special promotion. Right? If you look at Shopee right now, they even have what 10-cent deals, right? 20-cent, $1 deals. Right? I bought a lot of 10-cent deals. A lot of things. Right? My wife bought a lot. Next time, if I got chance, I sell you the what 20. Yesterday I went down to open up the letterbox. It was packed. Okay, my letterbox, it was fully flooded with all the things that we bought. Of course, those are special deals. Okay, so that's what happened. Everybody's buying. Okay, so the infrastructure, the most important thing, like I say, it's not in the e-marketplace. It's not only the traffic is there, but all the marketing efforts, a lot of promotion, a lot of pushing technologies is already in place, and you just simply use it and leverage on it, and it's very easy, okay, to just sell things. Okay, within less than an hour, your product can actually be exposed to the global market. That's how fast it is, right? All you need is a very nice camera and a picture. Take a very nice photo of your product, or you have a very good write-up of your product services, okay? Or you have a 3D rendering of video. Very important. You also need to have a video of your product, teaching people even simple things. Last time I saw a lot of things online also lah. Except for trying to be a sugar dad. But I sell things. Okay, next time I'll tell you more. So things like tea leaf. Tea leaf, I sell tea leaf. online also, but I'm going to flood the whole market, whole marketplace. And then on and off, you got some 2-3 orders from Shopee, another few orders from Lazada, and then a few orders from Carousel, and a few. This is how you make money, right? And from depending on the various marketing channels, you got to use the various type of social media channel. Don't just use one channel. Don't depend on one supplier. Don't depend on one dealer. Don't depend on one retail outlets, right? You need to have many channels, right, to spread the risk. This is how you do business, right? You don't just depend on one salesperson. Still 166 students, not in full force. Right, so this is a e-marketplace buyer. There's many buyers, there's many sellers. So it's even better to participate if you have got a digital product. Why? Digital product is the easiest way, right? If you have a physical product, well, you got to concern about fulfillment, delivery, slow in delivery. But if you have a product that is digitized, you don't have to worry about logistics, no shipment costs, everything, and you don't even have to mass produce. There's no problem of what? Not enough raw supply, not enough raw materials. You don't have to keep the inventory. That's where digital product, if you have one. Okay, so sometimes the exam question also got like, can you name me a few digital products that you can suggest on? I think that's one time I actually asked this, even though sometimes it's quite straightforward and easy. What their spirit with us. Yeah, I'm the heavenly angel up here. So am I your spirit or right? So e-marketplace, very important. That is somehow is one of the first few slides, right? E-marketplace, something that you ought to know when you want to sell things online. Okay, it got all the spread, the range of features, services available just for you to use, right? And that's where a lot of buyers and seller meet together. And most important, it doesn't close, right? It's 24/7. Okay, all year round is having business online, which is very good, right? So there's this these intimidations that we'll talk about. So you find that in most of the kind of products, if you have a product, physical products, obviously it has to be a physical product. You usually have a supplier, somebody who supply the raw materials, okay, the parts, so that somebody, manufacturer will assemble the parts together, right, and then put them together, and then you depend on wholesalers, warehouse, like big markets. You have to congregate all your stocks, okay, and then start to distribute, right? So there are wholesalers that have to go through, and also the respective local distributors or local retailers outlet, something like the front end to help you to sell, right? You can't be selling, sometimes you can't be selling things all by yourself. You have to subcontract out, right? You have to divide and conquer the world, right? The world is so big, you can't have it, do it all by yourself. You need people like this, right? So these are just the chain of logistics, okay, or supply manufacturing, okay, that this could encompass what we call the e-business, right? So e-commerce usually is just between the buyers and the retailers, right? But e-commerce will encompass all the way from the start, okay, the start. So disintermediation means you remove some of these middlemen. Okay, these are the middlemen, these are the intermediaries, right? And sometimes you need to reintroduce some of these middlemen, right? And of course, here we try to talk about the private e-marketplaces such as Starbucks, okay, such as Paradise, some of the dining restaurants. They offer this kind of a closed membership, right? So these are considered as private marketplace where only one seller, right? That Dell, if you go Dell, it's like a storefront, but they also got some their own store, right? So their own virtual store. So these are private, okay, to them, okay, or challenger. So they have their own points, bonus points. So those are, but there are also a lot of public e-marketplace that is not owned by one single supplier or one vendor. They are usually owned by a third party, right? So we have seen what is the public e-marketplaces, such as Carousel, right? So Carousel can be a C2C as well as a B2C. Right? There are some of the handphone that you see, second-hand handphones are actually in the Carousel. They are basically run by the second-hand phone storefront, right? So they are the business and you buy from them. Okay, I also purchase a lot of second-hand phones, like my daughter's. She's just too clumsy, right? So she every time break her phone lenses or glasses, right? And I have to go and source for a second-hand phone for her, right? So that's where you go, Carousel. Okay, where sometimes you purchase it from another person, another individual, then that will be C2C that's happening. So in a Carousel, that could be a B2B or B2C or C2C, right? In Carousel, there's also a supplier, the various different retailers coming together and they exchange or even help to source for different products for their own sales, right? So these are e-marketplaces. Okay, we'll talk about this later on, the Sesame. Right, so Portal, I'm sure you know about Portal. These are Portal website, right? In fact, Match Hub is one of my friends who actually set up this also, right? This is basically like a shopping mall front, right? And it's also using this storefront where yesterday I talked about O2O, if you remember, right? So he actually have this Portal website to help those offline storefront, okay, all those physical storefront, like especially on HDB void deck, right? Some of you stay in the HDB or HDB Central. There are a lot of these physical stores, okay, selling maybe value dollar shops or some of these. They basically sell things. They have a physical storefront, but they are not very good in having an online business. So this is where they can help to transform their offline business and bring it online so that even during the COVID period, they can also get orders, right? Even as simple as what? Hairdressing, right? Saloon, where a lot of people have a lot of HDB saloon and all this, right? You can actually book their appointment, book a haircut through the online. So that is also another way for O2O, online, offline to online. And of course, you have some online store, you can also bring them to offline. So these are portals where there are a lot of sellers as well as a lot of merchants, okay? And you try to drive the traffic in, right? So there are many portals actually available, right? So portal is something like a shopping mall or one-stop shop, one-stop solutions, right? So portal, okay, how does it work? It also, the portal itself also have the value add, okay, just like any e-marketplace, right? Even though they are not shopping or they're not doing any physical storefront, right? But they might be selling a lot of stuff, okay? So they will have to try to promote their portal, right? Their website. So, and they have to bring in a lot of dynamic information. So they might need to have a news feed, RSS feed, pricing feed. So these are the features of a portal, right? So the feature of portal must offer a lot of a reason for people to come to your website. Okay, so you must give people a reason to come to your website every day, right? To read the news, to find out the best deal, to find out the weather, okay, all these things, right? Even like Yahoo. Yahoo themselves is like a search engine, but they also venture into finance, okay, being a finance portal to give people advice on what stock and shares, tradings, right? So this is Yahoo. You can find that in Finance Yahoo, right? But you also notice that Yahoo don't just, it's not just a simple search engine. They also offer what? A lot of informations, such as the news, right? Such as the trend, etc. So you find that Yahoo is also another portal, right? Even similar to Google, right? Google have a lot of applications, which we will be looking at them, right? So you find that portal is the one-stop solution that aggregate a lot of services, a lot of function into one place where people simply just go there, okay, to visit. And you must give people a reason to visit your storefront, your e-marketplace, okay, every day. And how else can you do it? Either you give a lot of promotions, a lot of deals, okay, a lot of things that they can find, okay, very convenient and always available and always ready to serve, right? So these are very important features that you need to put in place, right? And if you look at Hardware Zone, is another popular website where I actually always go there, right? To search for things, to search for products, to search for electronic gadgets. Okay, so nowadays you find that Hardware Zone has actually diversified. They have actually ventured into even selling like audio devices, home appliances. It's no longer just computer stuff, right? They also sell phone, and you'll find that Amazon is the same, right? A lot of these portals has actually diversified to sell more than what they usually sell alone, right? So they usually have a lot of distributor, brokers also to help them to assist them, right? Electronic search engine, shopping cart. So these are something that need to be there, right? If you were to, right? So people first, of course, need to search for your products, right? And they need to store, and they need to have a wish list also, right? And you got to make all these features available. All these solutions must be. Okay, some students are asking, where am I going to publish it? Obviously in Moodle, where else am I going to put it? But I will publish the YouTube link, okay, on the Moodle. Okay, I mean, if some of you are gung-ho enough, can even search. I actually publish a lot of version of this lecture notes, okay, on the YouTube. But sometimes I just leave it around. Okay, so you might be able to find them, okay, the different versions. So for those who couldn't sleep, can always listen to my boring lectures, okay, to make you have a nice sleep overnight. Right, so like I say, search engine is no longer just simply just search, okay, text search, string search. There is also things about pictures, looking for picture search. I use this all the time. In fact, this morning I also use it. Okay, I use it because simply some of my friends was trying to show off this Omega watch, you know, Omega, and some were showing me some of the Mont Blanc kind of even smart watches, right? So he actually took a photo, and I actually capture the photo, and I actually do a picture search using AliExpress, using Taobao, right? This is one example. Okay, to do a picture search. Okay, how do you do a picture search? Okay, this is done by me. No voice. Don't know where's the. Oh, it runs already. Okay, I was going to try to ask. If you have a, this is a top. Why is there no voice? Okay, never mind. So you find that this is a picture search in the Taobao, for example. You can actually do picture search, right? You notice right at the top there's a camera. There's actually a camera here. You can actually do a picture search. No longer do you need to text, right? Just like just now I mentioned, my friend got an Omega watch and a certain style model, right? I simply just take a picture and then just do a picture search, and it actually returned me what is the price of the watch, okay, which I usually want to know when you buy this exotic watch, how much it costs. So you can just do a search like this. So these are search engine that's now very powerful, right? You can not only just do a voice search, now you can also do a picture search, right? So you can just zoom in on something, like for example this demo that I'm trying to show, right? Usually I ask people, anyone know what is this? I think maybe some of you have just now the video run through. Anyone know what's this? Or anyone uses this? Or this is something that is it's not dirty one. Pointer. Obviously someone already know. Jonathan. Jonathan must have used it for the face massage. It's not. Some students say that this is what laser pointer, etc. Or what scraping tools. It's a face massage, exactly. Okay, it's not a massage machine, but it's a face massage. Yeah, it looks something dirty. That's why I did, right? hey, this is something that my mom actually gave me. Then I say, what is this? What is this? Right? And I wanted to find out, and I want to test out Taobao. And true enough, I take a picture of this, and I do a picture search. Okay, this is a picture search. Then look, can immediately Taobao is able to return me, right? Of course, this is in renminbi. Immediately it can return this. Hey, this is the kind of things that you have to implement on your storefront, right? Imagine you're going to pay a programmer to develop this. It's going to cost you a lot of money, right? E-marketplace already got such features free of charge. That's why I say if you have to sell something, especially things like this, you don't even know what is it and don't know how to explain. Okay, you can actually use this picture search to search for pictures. Very, very good. Yes, exactly, it works, right? You can try it, but it doesn't work on Shopee or Q10. I try it. Why? It's not, sometimes it's also the whoever write the search engine not as good, but I find that Taobao, the China products, not too bad. Taobao is the Taobao is the Alibaba, okay, their mobile commerce outlet, and very popular, right? In case you all don't know, right? In Singapore, the popular one in Singapore are Shopee or Q10, right? But in China and the different region, they have their different mobile commerce. Okay, so in China, Taobao is one of them. Tmall is also another one, but Tmall is more for branded stuff because there have always been complained that there are a lot of counterfeits and all this. So you can find it on a Taobao, but on a Tmall, you can go in mobile search and T and more, right? You can find that this is a place where they sell branded stuff, okay, really branded good stuff, right? And of course, they also have Alibaba.com or the AliExpress and Tianmao, okay, also yes. Tmall is like Tianmao actually, right? So I'll share you later on. Actually, I went to Hangzhou, which is where the Alibaba HQ is. The HQ University. I even got e-commerce certificate from them. Don't play. Next time got chance to show you, right? So I nearly see Jack Ma over there but because I'm very busy, so no time to entertain him, no time to find him. Okay, so but anyway, I'm telling you, this is the kind of product. Why? There's a lot of reason why you have to go put your product in the e-marketplace, because they have already got this sophisticated features that it's going to cost you a lot of money if you were to implement it yourself. Why not leverage on their thing, right? Where there's a lot of traffic and there is a lot of features, good features like this, where it allows people to search and even compare price. Right? And I can tell you, this is just amazing, right? And sometimes, if you all got boyfriend and girlfriend, right, on the MRT, you saw, which I usually do, I say, wow, this on the train, wow, this handbag very nice, maybe I should score some point by buying this handbag. Okay, it looks good on this girl on the MRT. So I snap a photo of, not her you must make sure that you don't intrude into people's privacy. Don't anyhow snap people's photos. So you snap correctly the handbag, and then you immediately you can see, okay, on the Tmall, on the Taobao, you can find the exact handbag exactly the same, and then it costs even cheaper, right? Especially if you buy from the China website, right? So they can ship to you and help you score points some more, right? So you go and try it. I tried it with my students before, right? I asked them in the class, go take the photos. Okay, go and take a photo of your friends even water bottles, or your friends watches. Go and try it. Immediately you can find, okay, where to purchase it simply by doing an image search. Okay. Yeah, I used to like buyers. That is a forward auction where the price will goes up, and one buyer, the reverse auction will just work the reverse. Just like, can someone do this assignment for me? Okay, you can put in the price. Then you can put in the price. Like, can someone do this assignment for me for $50? Then somebody will come in, hey, I'll do it for $50. Then another one say, I will do it for $45. So you find that the price will go down. And this happened in the tendering process and tendering system. right? So this is where the reverse auction, where the price bidding will basically go down and down. The lower bid winners will actually win, right? The winners. So you have also got carousel. Carousel also happen. I also sell a lot of things on carousel. That's some of my unwanted. Okay, I actually sell like ceiling fan. You know ceiling fan? Okay, those mount on the ceiling fan and then got lights one. Okay, I decided to change and I actually took it down. I mean, somebody took it down for me lah, right? And then I sell it online and wow, still got people want to buy. Okay, so there are also a lot of people like those workers, foreign workers. Sometimes they want to install a new ceiling fan. They don't want to pay. I pay $400. Okay, for that ceiling fan, you know, and guess how much I sold it? $20. Okay, of course I use it for many years already, and I just want to dispose it, but I no place to throw. You basically somebody who can come and get it. Okay, I just want to get it, and $20, not bad, easy to sell. Okay, just want to try it out. But this is reverse auction. Of course, people in carousel can also negotiate with you, right? I think if you sell it, this is what we call the negotiating the auction, right? You can ask they want a lower price, especially second-hand phone, right? You basically do that. Okay, barter trading. Okay, barter trading. Barter trading. If you don't know, there are also a lot of barter trading, you know, right? Basically, barter trading is what? You don't use money. You exchange for goods, exchange products, right? So that is barter trading. And one other very important thing is you can even earn money. There are people, okay, who actually by just doing barter trading become millions, and they trade things like what? I think something like some hairpin, hairpin until a house. You know, how do they do it? Okay, just entertain you guys. Okay, to ensure this barter trading. Okay, all kinds of things you can earn money. I think some of you might have seen it. Let me just share with you this video on how you can
Globalization Partners simplifies international business by enabling you to hire teams in new countries without setting up foreign branch offices,
kind of the
and with
challenges
software
that you make.
Like everyone else in quarantine right now, I'm looking to do something a little crazy for my friends on TikTok. So here's the plan. I'm trading a bobby pin up until I get a house. If you think I'm crazy, in 2006, someone traded a red paperclip up until they got a house. So let's do it. Right now I'm posting on Craigslist, eBay, Facebook, you name it. Consider dropping a follow and watch me trade my way all the way to a house. So I started with this paperclip, and earlier traded it for a pair of earrings to a girl on Facebook.
Okay, I just want you all guys to take note. Can you all hear the YouTube and see the captions or the channel? So, but I'm just going to show you that there are people who basically exchange, okay, and how in the process of what she did, right? She every time value add the product that he's going to swap, and you find that every time she swap to a higher value. Hey, see, there are people who actually use this from just a simple hairpin all the way to getting a house. How did she do it? Every time you value add something, you can charge a higher price. This is another way that you can do businesses. Okay, so you want to do business online, you want to make money online, you got to be creative, you got to be innovative. This is what I call innovations. Okay, very good. So let's just continue. Okay, see how from a happy
traded those earrings for 4 margarita glasses. Pretty nice ones too, honestly. This afternoon, I found a girl on Facebook who wanted the margarita glasses, so I traded those for a Bissell vacuum cleaner. After I got the vacuum, I cleaned up a few things before trading it again.
Clean up.
Like replacing a screw that was missing and using nail polish remover to get any scuffs off the sides of the vacuum. Once it was cleaned up, I looked through over 1,000 trades until I found the right one, all while gaining over 1 million followers. After picking the perfect trade, I drove 30 minutes and met a guy in a parking lot to trade the vacuum for this really nice snowboard. In just 4 trades, I've gone from a bobby pin to a snowboard.
Can you see that? From just 4 swap, not even money. She didn't even come out with money. Just a simple hairpin. From 4 swap, she managed to convert from a bobby pin or hairpin to a snowboard. Well, that's huge, man. That's also value. So you can see, but every time she tried to value and enhance, beautify, package it. And that is very important, knowing how to package your products. Okay, make it. That's what happened to Japanese, right? The Japanese, they sell little things like tidbits, okay, the Ferrero Rocher, for example. Ferrero Rocher is like charged chocolate. Okay, but why people spend like $10, $20 for that Ferrero Rocher, right? Because golden packaging, right? And they charge high. It's almost like what? At least 50%, 90% markup, you know, the kind of value, okay, the kind of profit margin you can earn.
I read through hundreds of DMs on Instagram, but ended up finding my trade pretty quickly on Facebook.
But of course, you also try to leverage. You notice that she not only try to beautify or even value add the product, she also try to market it to the different marketing channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so that a lot of people knows about this, and there might be somebody out there who are willing to exchange or even exchange your product. And these are the work that she do. It's not that she just sit there doing nothing, but then she need to find the right person who is able to pay a higher price, a right price for you, right?
Once I confirmed the trade was good to go, I wiped down all the rust from the board and I filed the sides to really clean up those edges. This trade specifically was one of my most valuable thus far. The snowboard was valued at around $95 and the new item was valued at more than double, at around $200, giving me a barely used Apple TV 4K. Last time, I traded a snowboard for this Apple TV. And as of this week, I've made my 2 biggest trades yet. Trading the Apple TV for a pair of Bose noise-canceling wireless headphones. And if you think that's big, keep watching. After getting the headphones, I then traded those headphones for a new Xbox One with 2 controllers, 2 games, and a Kinect sensor bar. These trades are just getting crazier and crazier. So far, I've made 6 trades to get myself an Xbox One, but I'm not stopping there. After finding this guy, who really wanted the Xbox, I traded him in the parking lot of a Safeway for, I'm not kidding you, a MacBook Pro. I've got some pretty wild...
Get that. From a hairpin to all the way to MacBook Pro. Not bad, huh? Not bad deals. Okay, so well, eventually, I think there are a lot of people who actually do this, right? And in US, I think some year I got a car, okay, from a simple thing. You can try, okay? You can try. There are, of course, a lot of low baller, right? But there are also people who are willing to exchange. So you just have to find the rich person or somebody who are willing to exchange. Okay, it's not that easy. So that's something that you can try out. Huh? Right. And moving on. What's the time? They are not the only one. Okay, you can see there's a lot of YouTubers. YouTube's actually perform and actually it happens, right? So, but like I say, there's lessons for you to learn from here. Not just like the normal textbook, but there are a lot of life real experience that people, how they do business online, how they manage to get rich online. Okay, there are a lot of people who actually got rich with nothing. You look at Alibaba, right? Alibaba, they have no products to sell, but they are the biggest e-marketplaces, right? They are just the middleman. If you look at Grab, taxi Grab, you look at Grab, they don't even own any taxi, you know. They basically use the car sharing, pool sharing, right? Whoever got car, private car, and they can pull out. So what they offer is just a mobile software devices, okay, that matchmake all the customer, the passengers to the Grab drivers. Hey, and they actually take the ComfortDelGro by storm, right? The city cab by storm. Look at what happened, right? They are one of the biggest player right now, and most people actually uses Grab than what ComfortDelGro. right? And this ComfortDelGro, they have a big fleet of taxi drivers and also technicians to support. That's why they can't bring down the cost compared to Grab. Grab got nothing. They just have a software and then a very thin layer of management. Okay, they don't even have. So what they have is this, right? So there are a lot of business like this that happen that derive from nothing, just like YouTube. Right? If you look at YouTube, they also don't produce their own media, no? They don't produce the video. They don't produce all this YouTube, right? Somebody produce it. They just offer as a platform. And what happened? They become the biggest multimedia provider, isn't it? Okay, same for Facebook also, right? If you look around, even TikTok, right? Who produce those videos? Somebody else produce, but they become one of these. Even telco, right? If you look at telecommunication, there's Singtel, M1, StarHub, right? So big players. But WhatsApp, they don't even own 3G or 4G or 5G. They don't even have to bid for the bandwidth. They don't even spend so much money. But people still use WhatsApp to basically do telecommunication. They don't own the 3G infrastructure, the satellites. Okay, Singtel have to own it, right? So look, WhatsApp is another good example. There are many examples that show you that what you need to do business online, you have to be innovative, you have to be creative, right? Same for Airbnb. Airbnb also don't have hotel. They don't own any hotels, but they are also one of the biggest hotel booking, right, services available, right? So this is where there are a lot of opportunity online. It's just a matter of how you're going to derive. Okay, next we want to move on to another very important portal website. Okay, especially if you're a salesperson, sales manager person. Last time I used to be a sales manager. I used to be a regional sales manager to travel around the world. Okay, around the region at least, Asia, ASEAN countries, traveling. Okay, so if you are a person who deal with selling, okay, sell things. Okay, sales are always there, never die. So very important to know how to market yourself, to know how to make sales, right? So one of the very important places is there is this portal that is what we call the Sesame, right? So you can actually go to some of these Sesame website, like for example this. So what is this website? It's a public e-marketplaces. Okay, all of you thought all these Carousel, okay, Lazada, but there is even bigger e-marketplaces. It's even much bigger than all this. This is where the organization, more like the B2B, it's a bidding system, okay, where you can go there to find, okay, all the procurements. But big organizations, who are the big organizations? Like the government, the ministry, the MOE, Ministry of Education. They buy a lot of things for the schools. Okay, they buy laptops, they buy iPad tablets. Okay, so they need to go and bid. So these are the places where there are a lot of buyer and seller. So depending, okay, this is where the tendering for land parcel, tendering for a lot of things, right? So you can see there are a lot of suppliers, big pool of suppliers, 2,000 over suppliers, okay, and you can log in to check out the website, right? So it's a big place for a lot of business opportunities, right? So in fact, if you want, you can go in there and check it out, okay, check out. And maybe I should see whether I can copy and paste. Yeah, you guys can go to this place to check. Maybe I just share it in the marketplace in case you don't want to hear me talk. Some simple exercise for you to navigate, for you to check out the website. These are important websites. Like I say, it's going to be very important if you are doing sales, right? If you are selling things, okay, for your companies. There are a lot of things are basically selling. Look at this. Hey, what do we have? Okay, this is 5th of January. It's all the latest, you know, latest. These are tendering. Tendering us for calling party is Changi Airport. Wow, Changi Airport. Alexander Health. So what are they asking? They're asking for, like, for example, Alexander Health Private Limited. They're asking for supplier who can supply this, what, don't know what, laminated some ceiling tile or some tiles. Okay, This is where the construction is about constructions, right? So this is request for quotations, request for quotations. So you can zoom into one of them, you can view it. This is what the start date is 5th of January, and then end at what, 14th of January, right? So you have about 2 weeks. Usually tender process is about 2 weeks, you open up. So any supplier, they can supply, let's say I'm a renovation company, I supply tiles. Well, if I see this, well, I better go in and try to see what can I offer, right? So you can click to request to participate. The tendering, you want to supply who? The buyer is Alexander Health Private Limited, right? And you can go in and try to put in your organization and request for quotation, request for their specification. What kind of tiles are they looking at? How many floors? Okay, are they going to renovate their whole building, etc.? So you can see this is place where you can look for businesses. Okay. What happened? Okay, right? Not only that, you can just go and see what Singapore Turf Club. These are organization tender. Some CC table. This could be maybe in your eventual workplace, right? So if you are doing like network supply or those networking companies, basically supplying the routers, switches, D-Link, hubs. Okay, some of you might know that I teach some of these things networking, right? So supplying of cabling, wow, then I will whack, man. I'll go inside here and see. These are all latest, is since yesterday. Today is what, 5th, starting 4th, right? And it ends. So you can go there and then view the tender, view what are the things that they want. And this what Tan Tock Seng Hospital, right? This is where, like I said, business opportunity, and other than you selling things online, okay, you can also go to this on and off to look for anything. And all this, if you are providing what audio PA system, public, and some of you very good in PA, right? You help your schools do the PA system, the all the amplifier, all the speakers, all the mic. Or you are selling this, right? So you can go there and try to see what is the kind of a business or tender that you can actually bid for it. So this is in a way looking for business opportunity, and then you go in and you submit your price list. So if let's say they say, we need to have you are basically need someone to help them maintain their projectors, especially like some of the universities, they have a lot of labs, they have a lot of tutorial labs, they have projectors, they have mics, so they need people to maintain. So wow, you will go in there and then provide. It could be a 1-year maintenance. Then you bid for it. 1-year maintenance, I can go down, do a monthly maintenance cleanup, okay, and fine tune, do tuning of your audio system for maybe $5,000 every month, okay, maintenance, right? If they, and then somebody might also throw in a bid, I do it for $4,000. Obviously, Alexander Hospital will evaluate all these submissions of business, okay, and they, of course, you will just pick the lowest, especially for government. Next time you work in government sectors, they always go for the lowest quote, lowest bid. Whoever can offer the lowest bid, of course, I will use them, right? I will use them as my supplier, right? Or they might use a few suppliers. So you can see, wow, really NUS Hub, Skin Center, Tan Tock Seng, or so many, right? You can actually, these are all up-to-date information, okay, recent one. So good opportunities, okay? So if you know about all this business tendering, why not? Okay, so a lot of salespeople actually go there. If you are those companies who sell even chairs, utensils, right? Supplier of modified cashier drawers, okay, all kinds of things you can see, right? Or even renter of 2 portable toilets. If your company sell toilet, portable, those toilet, this portable one can move around, okay, you can go. And there are even some people selling 1 calcium. These are from some Feng pharmacies. They're running out of potassium. Okay, so you can supply if you are those drug companies. So you can see there are wide range: computer staff, medical service, consumer services, okay, constructions, real estate, even installations, okay, what else they have? Electronic, okay, cables, chemicals, kitchen use, right? Maybe some. So you can zoom in to viewing more information. right? This is where you know, okay, you can find out. Those involved in government grant coming here, is it a good choice? I don't know. What you mean taking tuition grant? You gotta go and ask the admin. Right. So I think there's another website that I like to show. This is one. Okay, this is one that is important. I also have this. This is also very important, right? Like I say, if who knows? Some of you are doing sales, marketing. That this is places that you very important. You must know. You must know and realize. Okay, why? Because it's going to. This is where your business, right? If you are a salesperson, you must know this website. This is GB's, GB's trading partner. Okay, these are commerce, e-commerce, e-business. Okay, this is where you find new business, right? Otherwise, if your company is selling drugs, okay, ask you to be a sales manager, how are you going to find new customers? Where you going to find? This is opportunity. So you look under GB's. This is where the government. This is the government. Okay, government portal. Right, Singapore government portal, right, and you can actually log in and sign up, right, and these are again a lot of closing date. This is from where? Ngee Polytechnic. Maybe some of you from there, Ngee Polytechnic. But you see, even Polytechnic also put in, right? They are looking for some mechatronic instruments. So if you are selling some IT equipment, engineering equipment, you can go in and check out. So like this quotation, they are asking for quotations. You can go and read out some they write out the specs. Okay, so there are some then there's some quotation guide, and then who you can contact. You can call Andy Lee to find out about what actually they want. Okay, they're going to award. Okay, so they are looking for mechatronic local delivery. Wow. Okay, 28. I thought was 28,000 or something. So they are looking for what? 28. Okay, so you can see all this. All this information, they're looking for some of these national instruments. Maybe I use it before. Okay, but this is mechatronic. Okay, yeah, I do a lot of those oscilloscope, something like this. Engineering. I'm also engineering. I'm an engineer by trade. Electrical engineering, electronic engineering. Right. So you can look at this. A lot of things. Supplier list. Supply of ship spares. Okay, aircraft. Wow. F-16. Okay, I'm actually introducing something outside a little bit outside, but these are all very important knowledge. Okay, and this is what I call real industrial experience knowledge that you can find in the textbook. These are my experience, my experience. This is not something that you can find from the textbook. They don't offer this localized some more. I localize it. Okay, if you are going to be a salesperson, okay, and you will very well one day be one, okay, where you have to look for bring revenue to your company, right? Delivering website deface monitoring system. If you are very good, some of you are from the cyber security, right? Then you might be able to offer, or you work in a cyber security company. You might be able to tell your company, hey, I need there's Ngee Polytechnic again. Okay, they want to have a monitoring service for website deface. So apparently, I think a lot of hackers go and hack Ngee Polytechnic website. So they need somebody to basically do a honeypot, or basically help to monitor whether their website got gonna hack or not, right? So if you are good in this, you can offer, right? So you can actually go in and check it out. Closing date, you got to submit your proposal, okay? But of course, before you cannot, you have to find out the specification, right? So it's closed by 13th of January. You see, this is like assignment I give you, right? Assignment, so you have to finish by deadline. Okay, so the deadline for my assignment is also been published for you. So make sure you jolly well follow the deadline. Okay, in real business world, okay, those deadlines sometimes cannot move one. Okay, not like me. Sometimes okay lah, give you 1 or 2 days to submit. But if in the real world, when they close the tender, you're gonna lose the business, right? You could lose hundred thousands of businesses or $1 million for your company. right? So this is also audio recording. Oracle, people say, well, this is like the SAP software, right? Right, all Ngee Polytechnic. So you have a Ministry of Home Affairs, police, Singapore Police. So hey, I also sell security card before, no? Right? My first few companies where when next time I can share with you are Schlumberger. I work in Schlumberger. They produce smart card, IC card, smart chip card, right? We provide security system. In fact, I developed a security card access for one company before. So, right, wow, I can sell this smart. Right, I can go there and do maintenance. Maintenance is good, man. As long as you sell a product that doesn't break off, wow, you can always be earning a lot of money, right? So, security card access and wow, supply of commissions. So there are delivery of pilot seats for boats. Okay, all kinds of things. So you guys can go and find out. And these are very important portal website, okay, that you need to know, right? So trading partners, not just for the various industry. You can see there are so many industries, okay, that is out there. Okay, all the different various industry. I guess one of you all will one day join some of these industries. Okay, my first very company, okay, is actually in the video recording, VCR, tape recording company, you know. Okay, it's a Toshiba, yeah, a Toshiba, yes. Well, it was a Japanese Toshiba and a French company, Toshiba and Thompson. Yes, that was in Yishun. When I was staying in Jurong, my first job, and I was staying in Jurong, I traveled all the way to Yishun. And that time, the MRT by the Woodlands not even ready yet. Okay, so you can see that how much time I spent on the MRT. Okay, just to get to my first job. No choice. That was my first job. Okay, so I worked in Toshiba and Thompson for actually only 1 year. Okay, to do the video recording, right? So you can see a lot of industries that you can actually join, right? There's transport, okay, medicines, medical. So there are many business opportunities. This is actually a capture. Okay, so this was like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. Okay, where I show also my students. So the portal is still there. One is a government website, which is the GBs. A lot of governments, and government doesn't just include even all the Polytechnic is also a government, NUS, SIM also SIM is also a government university now. That's why someone asking about tuition grant, right? So these are all coming under Ministry of Education. Yeah, Toshiba, Thompson are no longer there. It's a good thing that I move on. Okay, you find that actually when I first start work, every year I change job. Okay, I job hop around. So every time you job hop, you ask for higher pay. Okay, so I'm a job hopper. So hop. So that's why I gained a lot of experience, a lot of exposure in the various industries. Sorry, activity over there, or even playing games. Yes, playing games, all that, right? So the next thing is also the augmented reality. Augmented reality, I think you guys also have seen it before. Augmented reality, virtual reality, something that also you need to incorporate into your e-commerce platform. Otherwise, like I say, you don't incorporate this, you're not going to help your customers, right? All this is to make the customers, your online customers who come to website feel that, wow, very interesting. Like for example, if you're selling IKEA, right? IKEA, like you want to buy a furniture, this is where you can actually, you find a sofa that you like, and you can actually use your phone to basically beam to the right angle, and how it look against, for example, the backdrop of your furniture, the backdrop of your wall colors, how does it look? So you can use this. This is virtual augmented reality, right? Where you can basically place a sofa there, and then the sofa that you like from IKEA, and then maybe blue. You can even change the color and how it match against your background of your the floor, as well as the color of the wall, right? So this is something that you need to offer, okay, online, when people, especially if you're selling furniture, for example, or some other stuff. Okay, how does it work? Okay, or even if you are doing restaurant, Okay, when tourists come to your place, you must also offer this kind of augmented reality where they can even tell you, hey, if you are in Orchard area or Bugis, my shop is just like 3 walks away, right? This is where some people will make use of this. Okay, so your business also have to offer this kind of technologies, right? And it's there for you to acquire. And some of this technology is very easy to plug in into your system, to incorporate it into your system, right? So that's why a lot of things are nowadays you don't have to develop. It's already very pretty much developed and still going on, but you can just simply plug and play into your business, okay? So that you can incorporate IT, right? Incorporate IT. You're going to make use of IT to do crowdsourcing, to draw business, especially like things like this. This is one way to draw your business to your shops, to your physical storefront, okay? And say that using GPS, say, hey, you are in my vicinity. Now we are having happy hours. Why not you come, bring a girl, and you get first drink free for the ladies. Wow, you will do it. Happy hours from 8 to 9, for example. Then you will find that with these technologies, you're able to draw, right? And especially when nowadays, okay, sometimes we really don't know where to eat. If some of you have installed the Eatigo, right? Eatigo, right? You can go and Google search Eatigo, right? I'm sure you know, right? So you can say, sometimes I bring up my family and what to eat, and nobody have any suggestion. What do? You bring up the application Eatigo, where any promotion, any free, and you can even do booking, and you can have a discount for it. So this is the beauty of technologies. Make use of technologies. Yes, like Klook, all these things. There are a lot of technologies that you need to embrace. The thing is, if you don't embrace these technologies, you're going to lose out your businesses. Imagine if you are opening a coffee shop, right? If somebody got this augmented reality that's being incorporated or app that's available, they were able to draw a lot more crowd to them, right? And they can also offer online booking, right? Online booking of restaurants or tables that will even outweigh you, right? If you don't have such services, right? So this is very important. Crowdsourcing is something also one of the in thing right now, where it's a platform where you collectively use all the intelligence, okay, to basically promote your e-commerce as well as also for social commerce, right? And people use crowdsourcing to basically source for resources, source for money, they source for ideas. That's why you see some universities are also do things like hackathon, competition, innovation competitions. Why? To get people, okay, to come up with new ideas. Not just even for hacker companies, right? Antivirus, anti-Norton utilities. They also open up their software to let people hack. Okay, all the white hat hackers invite hacking to take place, to hack into their software to see whether their software is robust, right? And if nobody can hack into like within a week or competition, nobody can do it. Well, it only proves that your software is very good and very robust. So this is also one way, okay, that the people actually do right now. Okay, let me just see whether I can. What's this link?
Your work can feel much smoother with Monday.com WorkOS. This
Shopping
smooth.
with augmented reality, right? So if you're
Able to
not aware,
seamlessly
so
integrate
this
technology
will
into
be
one's
one of the in
lifestyle
things that
to
will happen,
enhance the customer
right?
experience.
Likely is
Innovations such as
next
smart
time I'll show you
appliances
the
collect
smart
useful
glasses,
data with
the
the help of
Google
various
glasses.
wearable and handheld
Okay?
devices
All your
to
information will
autonomously
just be
flow data
projected in
biometric
front of your
efficiency and help select
handphone
products the
or
customer
even from
needs.
your
All
glasses.
while an
All the
intuitive retailing
information.
system can
You pick up this,
simultaneously
they'll
collect,
tell you got any
aggregate, and
allergies.
analyze
Like my
useful
son is
data for
allergic
each
to egg.
individual
Okay,
store,
I don't know if that's
giving
weak.
Loblaws the
So
essential information to connect to its customers.
using pictures as a recognitions, I can recognize the product. I can even have to zoom in on how to cook certain dishes, etc. So all this will happen. Okay, from where? Using a smart glasses. Next time I'll show you smart glasses. Okay, they will, all the informations, just like the pilot, they will project right in front of your eyes. Next time your handphone will be obsolete. Okay, obsolete. Nobody will carry a handphone. There will be all the smart wearable devices like such as your smartwatch, smart glasses. That will be one that is very important. Okay, and of course there are also others that can actually with augmented reality, they can also show you the directions, which also happen in some of the shopping mall. Okay, some of the advanced shopping mall, like for example, very big shopping mall like Vivo Cities, right? Last time I parked at the Vivo City. Now this is a shopping mall, right? They can direct you. I want to go to this certain cafe, how to walk, or they can tell you what are the nearest, what are the promotions that's happening. Okay, as you walk past, okay, a shop, so that you will not miss any promotions. Okay, you will not miss any promotion. Adidas having a 50% off, and it will show you exactly how to walk. You don't even look at the mall directories to look for how to walk. It will bring you around. So these are all amazing technologies, right? That's happening right now. Even when I park my car in the Vivo, okay, then I forgot where is my car. Okay, where is my car? I think you can also find this technology in Jewel. In Jewel, is it? Yeah, in Changi Airport, right? You just have to punch in your car license number, and it will tell you, oh, where's your car, and they will find for you, right? This is happening, right? Don't believe you go to I think Changi Jewel, right? All the car park lot got a camera there, so they can recognize your car plate and then direct you to exactly where you park. Okay, so if you are a forgetful person like me, forever, sometimes in the rush, sometimes it happens, sometimes you are in the rush, you're late for some dinner, okay, for some D&D, then you simply just park your car, find any available, and then rush up. And then later on, after you get a bit drunk, then you forgot where's your car. Okay, can't remember where is it. Okay, I actually spent one time, I think that was in, forgot that was the area. Okay, there are multi-story car park, at least 5-6 story. I have to run every story to go and look for my car. Of course, I try to use the method using my car to my car key to sound where is it. So I go every level. Yeah, so these are all very interesting. So like I say, very important that you realize I'm introducing a lot of these technologies so that you know how to incorporate into your businesses. And it's very important, like I say, if you don't do it, you don't incorporate some of this augmented reality, virtual reality, you're going to lose out to your competitors. If you don't do big data analytics, your competitors will be jolly well using it to analyze consumer behavior, to analyze where are the customers coming from, and you're going to lose out. Right? In one of the tutorial too, we'll learn about analytics, data analytics, which actually I throw in one. Last time used to be SAP practical, but now I throw in something more interesting. Okay. Yeah, I drink root beer. Root beer is a beer, right? So it won't get drunk. So crowdsourcing can be viewed as a collective problem, right? So people are now using a lot of crowdsourcing. It's a sharing economy, right? Nowadays, if you need to start your business, what is the best way to raise your business? You can go to Kickstarter.com. Okay, where I teach students, you need to raise money, come up with a very good prototype, a video, and then publish it on the Kickstarter.com. And tell people that you're going to start. And this is where the 3D printers come in, right? When the 3D printer start coming up, they have to go and ask people for money. The banks, if you're a new startup, you don't have a new track record, and you are young and green, nobody will lend you money, right? So one way is, if you can find, is go to some of this crowdsourcing, right? Where you can raise money by convincing the people in the whole world to contribute a little bit into your business. And when your business is good, then you return back their favor, or you offer to give them one of the first few products at a discount, whatever. You guys can go there and see. But Kickstarter used to be only US companies, businesses to do it, right? But you can go there and also go there to visit. So it's a revolutionary thing that nowadays people use a lot of crowdsourcing for what? For voting, to find out the likes and dislikes, and also for ask for donations. Okay, yeah, exactly. And all these are what? Commerce on the internet, right? Commerce on the internet. So these are all It's no longer just sell things. It's also asking for donation, asking for help, asking for ideas, crowdsourcing, share economy, right? So this is now becoming a share economy, just like Wikipedia. Hey, Wikipedia is a creations that basically tap on what? World ideas, world knowledge, right? All the people's knowledge, and then they come up with a dictionary or explanations. Everybody contribute, okay? Not just the university professor, anybody with a new words, new things, new person, they basically publish it. Hey, this is again something that they don't create. They get someone to create, somebody offer the service. So now it's a world where it's very well connected. You need to leverage on the knowledge of the world to help you to grow your business, right? This is very important, in even to just to generate ideas, or even just to get some very good feedback, right? Just like voting, right? Crowdsourcing, you can also use it to gather feedback, but not just from the usual place like market survey lah. Sometimes my students do market survey, you know, the monkeysurvey.com to collect some of these things. There's a primary research, there's a secondary research. There's a secondary research you can use, leverage on the Google trend analysis, okay, which in your tutorial you will get to use it, okay, where people will source for trend, source for consumer behavior, what is their likes, what is their votes, okay. This is one of the very important. Right, next we move on to web. We have talked about web 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. So what is 3.0, which is actually happening right now? Okay, in fact, we have moved away from web 2.0. We are now in the time web 3, version 3. Okay, the web platform. What is web 3 version 3? It's a semantic web. This is where we talk about machine talking to another machine. Okay, it's in contrast with version 2. Version 2, I mentioned, is about social media. It's about people. People talk to people. People communicate. People feedback. People socialize. You have the Facebook, you have the Instagram, you have the TikTok, all this. But now, version 3 is about machine. Computer can talk to computer. They can understand, they can learn. This is where we talk about the AI, artificial intelligence. So you can see the threat coming in. Okay, so even then you will see a lot of fridge also going online. Some of you got see Samsung got the interface chip, got the like iPad fixed on the the smart fridge. They can even tell you what's inside the fridge, right? And you can order food. Okay, so smart devices is going to come. It's going to come. You just wait. Okay. Smart devices, what does it fall under? Very good question. Okay, it's going to fall under web 4.0. Okay, so in web 3.0 is basically semantic. It's basically about, okay, connecting the knowledge. So here a very good, okay, evolutions about the internet. Just now we talk about web 1.0. It's about connecting information, about static information, right? Portal we talk about portal, simple search engine. That was web 1.0. Then we move to social media. This is where we talk about social media marketing, community portal, interest group, social marketing, okay, instant messaging, web, all this. This is web 2.0. But now we are at the time of a web 3.0. This is about now we are able to connect the different knowledge. This is where we talk about the crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, cloud computing, right? We heard of all this, right? Cloud computing, all about connecting knowledge, and computers can now talk to another computer. Program can now talk to another computer. And then we have personal digital assistant, such as what? Chatbot, auto chatbot. You know, the digital chatbot. Sometimes you go to DBS website, sometimes they pop up, hey, how come got this chat? And these are all automated. Okay, somebody coughing and sneezing. Then you have got this. Now moving next will be the ubiquitous web. Somebody asked about smart devices, IoT devices. This is come, but only when 5G is coming. We're going to have a lot of these smart devices. Our home is going to be a smart devices, a smart place where it will be connected to the internet. With the 5G, that is also only available, okay, because you need to connect up. Okay, this is where you connect the intelligence. Here is about the knowledge only. You collect the knowledge, but we're going to move on to something even more higher level, intelligence. Imagine your house will be well connected to the 5G network with all the smart devices, such as a smart voice system, when you can just simply in the house say, house, can you please draw down the curtain? House, can you on the heater? House, can you switch on the TV for me? I want to, it's all voice command. And then after a while, the house will naturally recognize your rhythm, recognize your what you like to do. Okay, it's all about data analytics. This is where the intelligence will come in. So you're going to have a smart home very soon. Okay, where a lot of the interface, like I say, is no longer through your hand and fingers. Okay, it's about voice. Like just now I demonstrated, saying Simon do this, Simon do that. Simon is like just talking to a servant, and this time is a computer, and they can basically recognize you. Like for example, another one, when you come home, moment before you're at the door will automatically open for you. No need even to present your fingerprint or bring out your keys. They recognize your face. They will just greet you. Hey, good morning. Good day. Welcome back, Mr. Liao, to your home sweet home. We have just heat up your bathing water, okay, so that you can take a good bath after your work. Hey, this is something that will happen, right? Because maybe every time I come home, I will go straight to go and bathe, right? And you will warm up the bathtub for me, even, right? Or even heat up the coffee, right? So these are something that will happen, okay, and they will basically use facial recognition and voice command, okay? And this is made available through what? When the whole home devices, appliances are all connected to the internet, which is what we call the cloud computing. Imagine, now what are the things that connect to the internet? Your laptop lah, your handphone lah, and maybe now smart watches lah. Only a few. Next time, got a lot. Okay, your smart TV, your smart metering, okay, all the things are all connected to the internet with the 5G. It can only be available using the 5G because the bandwidth, okay, then will allow you to connect up, okay, to many devices. 4G are just not going to happen, right? So of course, some of you say that the whole house can get hacked, right? So that's where the security, those who are studying cyber security, forensic, they are the group of graduates will come up and ensure that the home are all well secure. They will not be able to recognize those people who try to fool the security system by using their photos, okay, cannot work, okay, etc. Okay, so we all depend on the cyber security classes of students who are here to make sure you graduate and do some good deed for the society. So Web 2.0. So here are something that you might not have it, but basically it's all drawn from, all copy from the internet. Right? So if you want, you can copy. So second generation web. So where people, so remember, Web 2.0 is about people. People control the data used to collaborate, to participate in blogging, in e-learning, in sharing, YouTube. That's why you got the social media. Then Web 3.0, which just now we are currently at, is the third generation. This is where it open up to more intelligent, natural language processing, means they can recognize your voice. Okay, just like me, my voice sometimes high, sometimes low, sometimes very boring, sometimes very chill, sometimes crazy. Maybe because a bit my mind a bit bonkers now after talking for so long. So so sometimes never think properly, so anyhow talk. So these are natural language processing where they can actually even able to recognize your command through normal speech. Okay, even when you have a nozzle problem and your voice has changed, and they can also intelligence enough. This is where we talk about machine learning. Machine now will be able to learn, right? Will be able to learn, not just we teach. So it's like artificial intelligence, and they are also embracing the various standard, this kind of programming technologies like such as XML. Okay, so that is a universal kind of language where machine can talk to machine, right? Imagine machine talk to machine, they must speak the same language, right? If one talk Java, one talk C language, then how to talk? How to talk? Cannot talk, right? So you must make sure that the machine must talk with the same syntax, same messaging. So this is where technologies like this has to be properly established, the kind of protocol, right? So Web 4.0 is going to be intelligent. The fourth. So we need to move on to the next chapter. So these are the manager issues. I don't think I want to go through all of the questions. They are just a summary, right? So we talk about barter trading, we talk about auctions. These are questions. These are all available on the digital textbook. And if you can't find the digital textbook, at least I provide this link. Okay, these are link, just a compilation of all the questions. So answers are there already. So so you can click on the link I share in the link over there. So that's where you can find all the lectures question with the answers. Okay, with the answers. So these are the manager issues, right? Like okay, you can zoom in. You have major type of e-commerce transaction. What's the framework of last week we touched about this, right? The drivers of e-commerce. Remember the major business model. The answers are all there. These are the long structure questions. Answers. The answers are all there. Like today's one. Today's chapter is on what? E-marketplace catalog types of. Okay, so it's also here, so you can take a look, right? Electronic types of auctions. Okay, the benefits, limitation, these are summary. I think there's a manager already here. Okay, they're all here. How can we use Facebook? Web 2.0. Should we take part? Answers are here. So I have the summarized version. Okay, some are the summarized version over here. Okay, so you guys can take a look at some of these things. How can we use Facebook for others? There. See, the answer, the question, how can we use Facebook and other social network, right? So the answers are here. So you can take a look at that. Of course, my summarized version is there. Okay, so that's where you can pick up some of the answers. Okay, so this is what we have gone through. We still have some time. Let me just try to complete the next chapter a bit more before we stop. So chapter 3, we try to touch on the e-commerce, okay, retailing. We're now going to touch on the retailing industries. Okay, I think we'll just spend another 20 minutes or so to go into these chapters. So just bear with me. Okay, since we don't have tea break or toilet break, you want to go toilet break, you can go. I haven't got a toilet break yet, but doesn't matter. I can still tong all the way. So just give me another 15 to 20 minutes so that we can have an early lunch. Okay, right? So so in this chapter, we're going to talk about some of these learning objectives, such as cyber banking. Okay, we're going to talk about e-banking. Okay, so we're going to talk about other storefront and retail outlets. Okay, so this will be focusing on a lot more on the retail outlets. Okay, and the retail outlets, especially the online retailing, has grown tremendously. Especially during this COVID, I think all of us understand, and especially in big countries like China, okay, they are also expanding. They are also having a lot of this expansion. Okay, a lot of people are actually going online. Okay, pretty much on the devices that we have. okay, the devices that we have, because a lot of us are now well connected to the internet because we got mobile devices. Okay, we got mobile devices that is connected, and it's so easy and convenient to just simply go on the handphone to buy things. Okay, and some of us are every 10 minutes or every 5 minutes will check the handphone. Okay, check the handphone and keep checking and checking, right? So that make it even more important that we need to reach out to these people through all these media, right? So these are some possible questions that actually came out in the exam before, right? So what are the major characteristics of B2C, right? So this is the answer for B2C, but I can also come up with a question like, what is the major characteristic of G2C or G2G? I hope you still remember government to government, right? So well, usually when I lectures, I usually tend to share the kind of questions that I might come up in the exam. Okay, so so actually it's also very important that you come for lecture. Like now got at least 30-40 students never come for my lectures. Okay, so like I say, sometimes it's important to know, to get a few of your lecturers, okay, characteristic, for example, so that you know what kind of possible questions that he might come up. Right? If you never attend lectures, then you better just study everything, study the 600 over textbook pages, okay, the digital textbook. But I can tell you, I never read the 600. I think I didn't even read more than 100 pages. So maybe it's no point reading that, right? And the exam questions likely might not come up from there also lah. Okay, just like those questions, managerial issue questions, okay, that is being shared, right? Because like I said, if it's going to be an open book exam, okay, it's just crazy to set questions that come out from the textbook, isn't it? Everybody can find the answer, just do a search only, right? So you can expect a bit of challenges in some of my questions, right? And sometimes I just like to share the style of questions, okay, that's very important, because if you don't know the style, then you have to study everything. If you know, get some hints, because why? Because I'm the one who set the exam. I'm the one who set the exam paper. So if it's anyway, my exam is still going to be easier than PSLE. You know, PSLE exam is just simply ridiculous. O level also ridiculous. A level also. Why? O level, A level, the exam people, the teacher, they don't even know what questions coming out. So what? They have to teach you everything, right? If you look at today's IB programmer or IB programmer, well, look at that, 99 point something% all pass, How they do it? Must be they all know the answers and questions. The teacher know all this, they know how to train. O level, A level, difficult, because the teacher, all the tutors all don't know what's coming out. Okay, but my exam, I know what's coming out. I can choose what to share. I hint to you guys, so you all have to know me better, So I will be setting the exam paper, okay, including the supplementary paper. Supplementary paper, those come for, but don't come for my supplementary paper. Those are a killer paper, exam paper, and I don't give hints, right? So so sometimes it's good to know, okay, your objective, how to score. Well, get to know me better, then you know how to score well. Get to know my behavior, my trend, the kind of pattern of questions that I will set. That will be helpful, okay, so that you no need to study a lot, right? That's why sometimes last time I study so much, then my friend just study 1 or 2 questions. Wow, so lucky, all zun come out. Mine all never come out. So sometimes exam is basis luck, okay? And I can tell you, A level, O level is also by luck one, right? It's also very subjective, especially literature paper, okay? Literature paper. Yeah, did I drink a lot of beer today? No, root beer, right? bit drunk, telling you too much, maybe not. Okay, right, censored. Okay, now back to these major characteristics. So I already hint to you, major characteristics. Okay, what are the characteristics? Some students say, hey sir, you set the question paper, question all never come out one day. I say you read carefully. Actually, it's there. Sometimes the topics heading really give you the questions, right? So major characteristics, but these are for those people it's a closed book exam. So obviously, closed book exam cannot remember what are the things that come out, right? But nowadays cannot. Nowadays open book, you all got this digital lecture notes. You all can search already, very easy. So I cannot, obviously, my question won't come out exactly like this major characteristics of B to C, right? So that's what I meant. Okay, I might come out. Well, can you name me a few things about E to E? Is there an E to E or E to G, for example? So this might be the kind of question that might come out. You might not be able to find in the lecture notes, right? So it's just being change the question a little bit, right? So you got to go and find out what is the characteristic of G to E, for example. Okay, government to employees. If you had not followed my first lecture, I know some students will miss my first lectures. So you got to come out with all this. So if the question exactly come out, then you earn right? B to C, business to consumers. I think this came out last year, is it? Yeah, I think so. B to C, brand. What is the business to consumer online? One of the important thing is when consumer first time buyer on the online, brand is very important because they don't want to spend so much money, especially big item, I think. Big ticket items, I think. You must buy from a trusted source, right? You must buy from branded, right? You want to buy an iPhone, you want to buy, make sure that the iPhone, you spend $1,000 for iPhone 13, you must make sure that it's branded so that you're willing to pay something online first. Okay, $1,000, go and buy, and then it takes like 2 weeks to deliver to you, right? Just like recently, I and my brother bought an iPhone for my sister in Vancouver, Canada. We buy from an online shop, okay, and deliver to her in Canada while we are in Singapore, right? So obviously we must make sure that the online store and we buy the things is branded, is trusted, right? So obviously we also get our sister to go and check out is this website legitimate so you got to do all these things right? So brand recognitions, okay, that is one of the major important things about setting up online. So you need to set up a product that is recognized, is got recognition, got trust, either got people can give you very good feedback. And then of course a good thing about digital website is if you have a digitalized product, that's even better. Digitalized products such as what? Music, e-music, just like if you're good, you can sell ringtone. There's people who sell ringtone. So just do a few ding ding dong dong, ding ding dong dong. Then I put it up. Okay, I can also use my voice, ding ding dong dong, ding ding dong dong. And then I put it, record this and then put it in some places. Okay, or maybe Spotify, I don't know, music, put it somewhere and then sell it for 10 cents also can, right? So people sometimes, hey, wow, this ding ding dong dong very nice. I want to download 10 cents. 10 cents just give lah. Oh, a bit of COVID. So 10 cents, 10 cents, one person 10 cents. If one day I can get 100 people to download 10 cents, I got $10. Right? If one day I can get 1 million or 1,000, you can see how much money I can get. I put somewhere in Spotify or somewhere, charged by 10 cents, 10 cents. But then if there are 100,000 people, just imagine just a simple 100,000, just like some of you have 100,000 followers. Anyone here got 100,000 followers? Don't have, right? Okay, I only got like 42 followers. Very tough, right? So, but 100,000 followers, 10 cents, that is also $10,000 maybe, right? That's a lot. And maybe 1 month, 10,000, 2 months, another 10,000. Every day got people downloading. Oh, this is then this is something like passive income. I only ding ding dong dong for once, record it, one-time effort, and forever, for maybe for the next 10 years, there are still people selling and there are still people paying me money, right? So this is where the digitized product is very, very good. If you can sell something like this, you don't have to worry about delivery problem or deliver the wrong thing. Okay, worse. That's what happened, right? Sometimes we will buy something, deliver wrong thing, then we got ask for refund, and then go and retrieve back the thing. These are all costly, and who's going to pay for the shipment? This gets going crazy. Then when you sell something, like some of you some of the people they sell what? Handphone wire or what? Rechargeable? Oh no, not rechargeable. Handphone wires or those charging wires. How much they sell? $1. What's their profit margin? Maybe just 30 cents, 20 cents. And then if there's all this conflict of return, refund, hey, it will eat away all your profit margin. It's just not worthwhile. So there are certain things that you sell online is not worth it. Don't go and sell. Next time I tell you what are the things that you should sell online. Okay, you should not be selling all those like those hairpin, where there's very little margin. It's going to, like for example, phone charging wire, right? How often you buy? You buy from this guy handphone charging wire. It could be after 6 months or 1 year later, then he'll buy from you, and you only earn 20 cents from him. Well, this is ridiculous. A lot of effort. Okay, so to sell something online is also a skill, knowing what to sell online. I can tell you, the best is consumer product. I mentioned to you last time I sell tea leaf, right? Tea leaf is the best thing to sell, man. Right? You sell, people drink finish, they will reorder from you. Vitamins, supply set, man. Wow, last time when we teach SAP, wow, can bring up your value, no? Because when you are SAP certified person, people want you because they know that you are certified and you know how to use the software. It's an enterprise software. You command a higher pay, right, for knowing this system. Okay, so but this system is just a very huge system that comes with many modules, not just on supply chain management, but also CRM, customer relationship management, also ERP system, and also B2C, also payroll system, HR management system. That's where the students get to use, but it's a very, very old and not very user-friendly environment when we were using it in our tutorial lab. Okay, but anyway, good thing that they take out. I also don't like the software. Okay, it's also a bit meaningless, but you just need to understand that this is a big enterprise software that can help your whole company manage the workflow in an electronically manner, in a digital form. Just like the supplier, they don't have to send paper invoice or delivery order, all electronic, all by email, by whatever. Okay, and you can communicate. The moment you run out of certain supply, immediately your supplier will be notified electronically, right? Rather than the physical, like call people. And you can also link up with business partner. Okay, just like just now I show you. Okay, I don't show you some example just for fun, So like the GBs, right? The GBs is essentially like a B2B supply chain, right? And manager is a tendering. It's more of a tendering process. So that is also a tendering because I have a request for certain product, right? For example, my university want photostatic machine. University obviously they don't produce photostatic machine, but I might want to buy bulk purchase. I might want to buy 20 photostatic machine, right? So instead of going Funan, going some of those places and call them, I can put up a tender. That's where you go on the GBs, just now I show you, or go up to the Semitic website and I put out a statement, say, I am from this what SIM universities or what polytechnic or whatever university or NUS, I want to buy 20 photostatic machine that have a fax machine that have an email can connect in the smart photostatic machine and can print color also, right? And can add up and you specify the specification and 20 photostatic machine by February. Right, so then people will see all those. So the Canon will see this, and then they will go in. Okay, 20 machine, $20,000. Then Epson will say, hey, I can supply this photostatic machine, $15,000. Okay, and then you see, obviously you go for it. So that is the business process. So instead of calling, then you put it on the tender, and then let people invite people. Okay, you put out a request for quotation and then invite people to give you a quote and price. Then you decide, you can shortlist, right? And then finally you make the purchase and then issue the order. You might end up that, hey, 20 machines, I can also choose, okay, I buy 10 from Epson, I buy 10 from Canon, so that at least I don't rely on one distributors. Okay, so these are all very important enterprise e-commerce system, right? And how you manage the resources. So these are the backbones. Right, so and another way to conduct business online is through drop shipping, right? Some of you might know what is drop shipping. If you don't know what is drop shipping, go and dig it up, right? You can go to Udemy to go and find out, or you go and ask Uncle Google to find out what is drop shipping. So basically drop shipping is what? You don't have to stock up, okay? You don't have to stock up, and then you can basically get the order, right? It's just like you're the seller, right? You don't have the product, but if you can help to do marketing, you can help to advertise your products, and then customer found your product, found your link, they actually order, okay, place an order, right, through you, okay? But when the moment you place an order, the system will automatically route the order to the real manufacturer, maybe in China, okay? And then the China will use the Cainiao. You know Cainiao? Next time I show you. Cainiao is something like a logistic company owned by Alibaba. Right? They will use that to ship it to you. Ship direct means the seller don't ship the order to you. You place an order through them, but the order will be routed to the manufacturer, the wholesaler. The wholesaler will basically ship direct to you by Cainiao. Then Cainiao will go through maybe SingPost. You know, Alibaba actually acquired SingPost, okay, so that they can help in the shipment. So they ship to you, the buyer. So they do this. This is good for the seller. So the seller don't have to worry about inventory, stocking up things, okay, have to stock enough, okay, worry about stock not enough, and then have to worry about inventories, okay, and even faster. This is what drop shipping. So if you are interested, can go look up. There are a lot of videos on the Ali shop, Ali ship. Okay, you can go and see. This Alibaba have a lot. Nowadays, got AliExpress, Alibaba, Ali Shop, everywhere also have, right? So Ali Dropship is about teaching people how to do drop shipping. So if you are interested, you got no product to sell, hey, no worry, right? You can just source for products, okay, and then sell it online yourself, okay? So you don't have a product. You don't need a product to sell things online. That's what I'm telling you, right? So you just have to find the right source, right supplier. Don't go and pick a supplier, then eventually you gonna kotok. So this one I leave it to you to go and read it up. Okay. Ali shop, Ali drop ship. You're going to go visit. Okay, or I share with you another one. Also. YouTube, I do I teach people how to do drop shipping, and very easy, 5 minutes, under 5 minutes. Wow, it's like those Facebook. You always see a lot of people selling their seminar, their webinar. Okay, so how do you set up drop shipping under 5 minutes? Then cannot copy the. I was trying to copy the URL. Okay, let me just click this. This is see, let me see. Okay, this will be one of the last slide I'm going to show. My voice is cracking.
And hope. That's what the 80% of the salespeople immediately do when they have the chance to speak to a prospect. Now, this means that once they're able to grab the attention of a prospect.
Yeah, here. Hello, this is a demo on how to set up drop shipping. This I published in December Shopify 2 years ago. Shopify. So first you can this video basically teach student how to do drop shipping using Shopify. You all heard of Shopify, right? Shopify like Shopee, e-marketplace, and you can basically go and set up YouTube. So this basically is what a few minutes, right? So you can use first Shopify. You can go to Shopify, create an account with them. After you create an account, where you go? Another software called the Obolo, right? Have you all heard about Obolo? If not, go dig up. This is a shopping. This is a place where they offer all kinds of product for you to sell. You can choose what you want to sell. So, in assuming you set up you have an account with Shopify, you want to sell something there, you have a storefront that you use Shopify. In fact, Shopify allows you better than Wix.com to set up a storefront. You want to set up a storefront, Shopify actually allows you to do that, right? So you can take a look at that Shopify and you can build your business from Obolo, right? Obolo, you can how do you do, right? You basically can just go shop. Like for example, if you go to Obolo website, what do they have? They have spectacles. You know, nowadays people buy anti-blue lights, glasses, all kinds of things that they can buy. So you can see, maybe you want to sell gloves, for example, right? And you want to sell this. This is not a product, no, this is somebody selling. But you can just copy the picture, the everything. Actually, you don't even have to copy it. You just have to import the list, you know. This is so easy, right? You don't even take picture of the product. They already take picture. They even set the pricing for you. They even set all this import all the review, right? So for example, if you look at my demo, I actually show you that I chose the anti-blue spectacles as well as the glove, right? The glove. I choose these two products. I say, okay lah, I want to sell this product on my store, okay? So you can see, I actually can import these two. I pick these two, I import them into my storefront. So you can use the import store to import, okay? And of course, you try to mark up your pricing. So once it's been imported, this is last time I sell jasmine tea, see, or slim, how to get slim. Okay, so you can try out and see whether it works, right? You can see even the size is also populated into your store. That's the beauty, right? When you sell something, like for example, shoes, you got to think of what size, large, medium, XL, black color. There's many variants. If you never sell things online, it's not that straightforward, right? Especially you have the different variants, different color, different size, different pricing, and different bulk purchase. Sometimes you want to bundle up. You buy two, get one free. You buy two at 50% of price. Or you buy 10, you buy more than 11, I give you special 30% discount. Hey, all these are promotion sales technique that you have to incorporate. You need all these mechanism, right? Imagine you will set up, you see, cost per item, cost per price, all this has to be. But the moment you use the Obolo, you can just simply port it over to your storefront, and then voila, within 5 minutes, you can sell out your own stores. Okay, so I leave it to you to take a look. Okay, I got no time to show you, but I share with you the link. But basically, it's just a very interesting knowledge, okay, that you can gather. Okay, so I think today we have touched on almost 3 hours.